Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Mystic Bunny Baro. In this video, we will talk about what is going to happen in the month of June, like what all we can expect from June 2023, the opportunities, the obstacles, the emotional changes, relationship, family, health, career, etc. We have three decks here, okay, three decks, and you have to choose one deck which calls to you. Either you go with the number, okay, like 1 2 3, you go with the number, or the crystal, okay, like amethyst quartz and quartz, okay. Or like simply you can consider your instinct which deck is actually calling out to you, okay. And you can also consider your zodiac sign for choosing one deck. Like for this first deck, we are going to go with Leo, Gemini, Libra, and Aries. Okay, these things might happen to the people who are Leo, Gemini, Libra, or Aries. For the second deck, we have Scorpio, Taurus, Pisces, and Aquarius. And for the third deck, we have Virgo, Sagittarius, Capricorn, and Cancer. Okay, so if you consider your zodiac in your reading, then you can go with the zodiac options. Or if you don't consider your zodiac, then you can just choose one deck which is calling out to you, okay. And each deck will provide us with four paths, okay, which we might have to consider in future depending on our current and present situation. Since this is a general reading, I have considered several directions one deck might lead us to. So choose your deck and we will go with it, okay. I will give you some time to choose one deck. So just either close your eyes and choose one, or just go with your zodiac, or just choose one deck which is calling out to you, okay. Now I have given you ample time to choose one deck, okay, and now we will go with pile the deck that you have chosen, okay. And I will be making three videos, okay, three videos for like each deck, okay. And if you are watching this video and this video is for the deck 2, then like please go ahead and watch for 1 and 3 as well, okay. Hello everyone, so if you chose this particular crystal, okay, amethyst, okay, if you chose this crystal or the first deck, or your choice was regarding Gemini, Leo, Libra, and Aries, then this is the deck we will read for you, okay. And this deck which I'm going to read will talk about all the opportunities, obstacles that are going to happen in the month of June. Now let's get on with it, okay. We are going to read our tarot predictions a bit later, but first let us talk about the zodiac prediction cards, okay. With that, we have our first card, which is water. Now with this particular card, this is like an oracle card but also a predictive card, okay. And this card is telling us that whatever happens, whatever path we do have for us, like in our tarot reading, or whatever path we may choose for our month of June, we are going to face certain situations where there might be an emotional upheaval, okay, or we might be into spirituality, or we might focus on our intuition or compassion, okay. And this water card is representing that. Water card is also representing your moon, the water, okay, as you can see with this card, okay. And this particular card is all about emotions. So we know that for this particular deck, emotions is a priority for the month of June. And next card that we have is house 10, okay. It is talking about structure, discipline, life mission, accomplishments, and career. Now house 10 is all about building a structure for yourself, okay, having a disciplined or planned life or output, okay. You might be into planning your life or your situation, okay, you have a certain life mission or goal, or if you don't have, you would want it to be. And there is it is talking about accomplishments and career, okay, which we will have to focus on. If we are not focusing on it, or if we are focusing on it too much, okay, our accomplishments and career, then we might need to take a break. Okay, we will talk about it in details, but I'm just reading out the cards so that with our predictive tarot card, we can actually, coincide, like we can actually relate to the message that the zodiac cards are giving us, okay? And this deck is not only for zodiac reading, but also, like, if you, even if you didn't choose your zodiac deck, this this deck will be helpful to you, okay? And this trine card is about angelic support, harmony, and perfect flow, which means that there might be a situation where you would be supported by someone you wouldn't expect to support you, or you are in harmony and you have this perfect flow of life or situation, like you are in balance. Okay, this card is telling me that. Or you might want your balance and harmony, okay? And with this card, which is fixed, we have stability, persistence, loyalty, and dependability. And this just means that like you might want to be stable, or you are at the focus of stability or balance. Okay, you are very persistent, you are loyal, and you are dependable. With the next card, we have yin card, which is all about, the moon energy, the feminine energy, and often also called as negative energy, but I think that it is more about grasping your emotions rather than negative. Okay, it is about intuition, about trust, about patience, okay, having spiritual and like having a spirituality about yourself, okay, growing up, or maybe like receiving, okay, being receptive to changes or transformations. Okay, this card is talking about that. Now with the next card, we have Pluto, which is also talking about transformation. So we can kind of relate these cards, okay, and we will relate them later on, but first let me just read them out. And this is Pluto, so it is talking about transformation. Maybe in the month of June, there is going to be something which will transform your situation or transform your, emotions or yourself. And this is Mercury. This is about thinking, learning, networking, and communicating. Okay, as you can see, Mercury is all about, communicating, being open minded, and having a network about yourself. Okay, having a social, meaningful situation or balance. Okay, having a social balance in life. This is it. And the next card is about Mars, the planet Mars. It is talking about moving forward and defending yourself while keep moving forward. Okay, there might be situations where certain things are not really aligning your way, or the situation is not really what you expect it to be. So this is the card for it, Mars, which is about moving forward and defending yourself. Now, this card is talking about the sun, which is about self expression and embodying truth. Okay, sun is a major planetary card, so it is about gravity, about changes, and it is also about self expression and embodying the truth. Okay, you have to be truth, like you have to be sincere, and you have to be tactful with what you do. You have to be like, you have to have this patience in you, so that you are true to yourself and true to your your relationships, or your parents, your family, your friends. And this is also about expressing yourself, like self expression. So this is like all we have with these four, with this, like how many cards are there? This is a total of 9 cards we have over here, okay, and they are all talking about what is really important to us. Now, with these cards, we know the message that we wanted to have for our month of June, but like, what is this message representing? Okay, we will talk about it with these cards. Now we have 4 cards over here. Okay, each card has its own direction. Okay, each card has its own path, and this card is actually representing what you are going through with currently. Okay, and maybe with these 4 paths, anything can happen to you, okay, and your path might lead you to these 4 directions. Okay, it depends on your situation. Okay, because if we go with this card, which is our Knight of Chalices, it means that Knight of Cups. Now when we go with this card, okay, it is all about I will just point out the key points over here with this card. uh, Regarding your situation, this card is talking about, like romantic proposals. It means that in your relationship, you might face someone who is going to give you a romantic proposal, or you are the one who are going to give the proposal. Okay, this is one thing that might happen, and this card is representing that. It is also about, offers like career offer, academic offers. You might receive them, or you are the one who is willing to give that offer to others. Okay, and it is also talking about invitations. Now this invitation can be anything regarding a wedding ceremony of someone else, or a birthday invitation, or this invitation might be about, good news, or something which is very positive. Okay, and this invite can be anything, which can be from career to relationship to your family. Okay, so be ready for that. And this card is about taking action. Okay, you are taking action when it is needed, you are following your heart. Okay, and you are expressing yourself, which we saw with our the Sun card, which is about self-expression, and this card is also talking about that. Okay, and you are being, very good with your behavior. Okay, this card also represents your life, your behavior patterns, and this is talking about you having a good behavior, which might lead to more communications or social networking, which we saw with this card. Like with Mercury, it is all about thinking, learning, networking, and communicating, and that might also bring in transformation. Okay, that might also bring in transformation, and this is also about like keep moving forward. And for the next part, with this card, we have like, you feeling your charm, your attraction, or maybe you are very affectionate and warm, or someone in your life is very gentle, caring. Okay, and this is about this yin energy, which is about intuition, trusting, patience, spirituality, and receptivity. With this yin energy, we have our emotions. As I said, you might be feeling something regarding emotions, and this is about your charm, attraction with this card. And with also the water card, we are expressing our emotions, intuition, and we are compassionate. So I think that you can relate to this card with this. Okay, you are feeling this way, and this is the emotions that you might feel if you follow this card with your current situation. Okay, and it might also be about being artistic and creative. Okay, and we know that because we have these cards with us. It is about structure, discipline, okay, career accomplishments, okay, you being in harmony, in perfect flow. And this is the message that these cards gave us, and that is what we are seeing. You are artistic, you are creative. Okay, you have to manage your imaginations, you have to be tactful, you have to be diplomatic, which we saw with this card as well. Like think, learn, network, and communicate, and that is what you are going to do in the month of June. Okay, your situation, your career, or your opportunity, maybe regarding your position in your job. Okay, there might be some changes, so you have to be the negotiator, you have to be like peace loving. You don't want to, have too much emotional outburst because there is a transformation going on here, okay? Whatever changes that are happening, you have to follow through with it, okay? And as I said, you don't want to be too emotional because with our water card, it is all about being very emotional, okay? So you don't want to do that because you want to be stable, you want to be persistent, you want to be dependable and loyal. And that is how you can, talk about your month of June with this card, because this is about you. This card is representing what might happen, okay? I hope that helped, and this is just one path. Okay, this is just one path with this card that we have over here, because it is regarding your situation, what you are currently facing. If you are currently facing a situation where you are very optimistic, you are very positive, then this is the card for you, because this is leading you to a very inviting and like a very artistic and creative direction, okay? And you're also feeling the charm and attraction, okay? And even if this is about relationships, okay, you're watching this video because of relationship, then there's a lot of affection and warmth and gentleness, okay, over here in the month of June. Now this is just one direction, so our next direction we can take, like, this is certainly a situation that you might be in the month of June. And this situation is where our Knight of Pentacles come in, okay? And when we talk about Knight of Pentacles, we have patience and practicality, okay, written in this card, because this card is about being, when it's in upright position, this is about being patient, okay? Because we saw with one of the cards, there was a card about, being very patient. I don't know which card it was. Harmony, perfect flow, balance. I think this was yin. Yeah. With this card, we had intuition, trust, and patience. So, in the month of June, with this card, with this whatever situation you are having, okay, you would want to be patient. Maybe it's your career, okay, or maybe it's your family or relationship. Something is very annoying or irritating, okay, but you have to be patient, okay, you have to be practical, and you have to be loyal, okay? You have to be loyal so that, like, people can depend on you, okay? As I said, like, we had this fixed card, and this is about stability, persistence, loyalty, and dependability. And in this situation, maybe with your friendship or your career or anyone, it can be with anyone, maybe there is a need where you would want to be very loyal to your partner or your family, so that they can depend on you, so that they can find you responsible, okay? Because if they don't, then maybe according to your situation, maybe you are facing a situation where people misjudge you, okay? They misjudge your character, or they misjudge your actions, and that is why, like, they cannot trust you. So if you want someone's trust, you want to be responsible, then you have to be loyal to your ambition, your goal, okay? This is what this card is telling me. And it is also about being persistent. As we saw with this fixed card, you need to be persistent with your goals, okay? Whatever you have thought about, maybe it's your relationship, and you need to be persistent if you want to bring some positivity in your relationship. Or maybe you are into, like, you are feeling something akin to protectiveness, like, some desire to protect for someone. Maybe if you are older, then for your children, you are like, there might be situation where you would want to be protective, and that is not bad, because you are just defensive about your people and yourself, okay? The situation might be where there is something relating to, you being stubborn, okay? And that stubbornness might be because of your transformation, or maybe because you are moving forward and you just want to defend yourself against something, against some negativity that is coming your way. Or maybe it's just your emotion that is making you more ambitious and hardworking. But it can also be about, your situation can also be about you trying to maintain your structure and discipline of life, because that is important to you. Okay, you want to finish what you started, you want to keep working with nature, like you want to keep working naturally, you want to do what you really want. Okay, and you are making your dreams, your wishes come true through persistence, and being like, you are also like, when it comes to your environment, your situation, you are also very aware of it. Okay, you are aware of it, that is why you are trying to maintain some sort of harmony and perfect flow with your situation. It can be anything relating to your career or relationship. Okay, and when it comes to finances, you're trying to get back to your goals. Okay, you're trying to maintain it so that you can find that you want to be receptive. Okay, you want to be receptive with this card, and this card is talking about that, you getting back to your natural self, you being aware of yourself, you being persistent, you being loyal, responsible, okay, very patient. And this is about being mature. Okay, this card is about that. Okay, and this deck, after that we have this path. Okay, maybe your situation is not at present very good, maybe. Okay, and you are facing a very tense situation. So this is the card for you. This is Four of Swords, and this is about you feeling fear, you feeling anxiety. Okay, and that happens when your emotional levels are too much, like they are overwhelming you. Okay, and this card is, that is why we have this card, which is talking about your emotions and compassion. You have to be persistent, you have to find your stability. Okay, and we also want you to have your self expression going on, because fear and anxiety or stress, okay, feeling overwhelmed and mental overload, these are the things that happen when you are not currently attached to yourself, where you are really out of sorts and spiritually you are not in harmony. Okay, that is why we also had this card, which is all about being in harmony, because it was just telling us that we need to get back to ourselves. Okay, we need to keep moving forward, but also defend ourselves against all the negativity, which is what this card brings in, which is fear, anxiety, stress. And this card, like when we relate this card with your present situation, so at present maybe you're facing a very tense situation. That is why this card, when talking about June, it is talking about your fear and anxiety. Okay, and this transformation might also be the result of this fear, anxiety and stress. Okay, you needing solitude, or you wanting relaxation or rest, or like when you want to have certain peace and quiet. Okay, a sanctuary for yourself, you just want to meditate. Okay, you would want to regroup, you would want to recuperate. Okay, and you are like sort of like this might be a period where you are self introspecting. Okay, you are introspecting yourself, and that is why certain things are happening. And we also have this card, Yin card, which is about receptivity, spirituality. And that is where it comes in, spirituality, because you might be feeling something where things are not going your way. That is why you are very upset with your situation, and that is what is leading your month of June to be the same, not in harmony, not in structure. That is why we need a structure, we need discipline of life. And if something is disrupting that, okay, if something is disrupting your life, your situation, So that is why you would want to, like, you need to introspect, you need to plan for the future, you need to contemplate, you need to self protect yourself. As I said, with this card we have self protection, and we also want to keep moving forward. That is why we had Mars, which is all about defending yourself and moving forward. Okay, and you, if you want spiritual counseling, then go ahead with that, because we already know that you would want some sort of support for yourself. So if you want some spiritual counseling or support, so just have faith in yourself and you can get over your situation. And this card is all about your mental upheaval because of certain transformation. Maybe your situation is transforming, there are certain changes, and it is going directly against your stability, and you are feeling very undependable. Okay, you are feeling very irresponsible even with your, when it comes to your emotion. That is why we have this card. And to get over it, you would want to maintain your emotional and spiritual self. You would want to have a structure sort of and harmony if you want to get over whatever situation you are facing with this card. Okay, and we have the fourth deck over here. This is the fourth path that your situation might lead you to. Okay, and this is one of the path which is a major arcana card. Okay, this might have some sort of influence on your situation. Okay, we had a very positive deck over here with our knight of Pentacles and Knight of Cups, but we also have this card which is full of fear and anxiety, okay, and stress if your situation is relating to this. But maybe your situation is worse than that, and you are facing a direction where you are really stuck with this with things, and your situation is not going well. That is why we have this card, okay, an upright tower card, a major arcana card, which is all about chaos, destruction, and sudden upheaval of something. Okay, trauma, unexpected changes, disaster, loss, tragedy, or maybe some confusion and pain. And in case of a relationship, there might also be a break in a relationship. Okay, or this is also about too much emotional upheaval, like violence and abuse. And like when it comes to finances, there might even be a situation where you can go bankrupt. And this is all about natural disasters. Okay, and this card is not really a great card. Okay, this is not a positive card, but one thing that we should learn with this card, and this card is a major arcana card, so this might have a impact on you, and because of that you would want to learn that this card also brings in unexpected changes. As I said previously, I mentioned it, and I mentioned it because out of all the chaos and destruction and negativity that this card is bringing us, one thing I have to tell you, that you can expect unexpected changes, and that is not really a good or bad thing. It can depend on your situation. Okay, and this card, how to, you know, tackle this card, because this card in particular, it is bringing you changes, and those changes, if you want them to be, they can be very positive changes, but if you want them to be negative, then according to your situation, they may be very negative card for you. Okay, they may be very negative situation for you. Okay, so how to get over that? Okay, how to get over this card if you are really facing such situations which is really out of your hand, it is not in your control, then what you can do to get over those things. Okay, and that is why we have these cards with us. Okay, and I'm going to read them out again so that you can get a grasp of your situation. This card is telling us to be patient. Okay, because the first thing that we learn with this card is that nothing is going our way. Okay, there might be so much trauma over here, or so much unexpected changes which is making you stressed out, which is really, you know, sapping your energy. That is why you need to be patient and you need to be receptive with all the changes that are coming your way. Okay, you need to trust in yourself that you can get over it because if you are not positive in your mindset, then everything might just look very negative to you. That is why you need to be patient with your situation, and you need to receive whatever bad is happening, because then you can learn from it. Okay, and this card is telling us that when it comes to emotions, if certain bad things are happening, then you would have to like grow up spiritually. You have to maintain your emotion in a positive direction, because even if there is a big loss in your life, or a certain tragedy where you lost a certain loved one, then you just like, I know that you might be feeling very emotional, or you might feel that nothing is going your way, so you don't want to be passionate about anything. So this card is telling me that even if the water is over the head and things are really not going your way, you need to have something which is called intuition and compassion. Okay, you need to have this dependability on yourself. You need to just work it out, and you can't work it out. That is why you need to have stability. Okay, you need to find that stable factor in your life, because even if your career is facing down, your business is taking a loss, and nothing is going your way, your family, your relationship, nothing is going your way, but there might be certain thing which might make you stable. Okay, and you need to find that stability. You need to find what is really holding you back from really losing everything and really losing your emotions. Okay, being all suffocated against it. You need to find a perfect flow and harmony. You need angelic support, or maybe you need just a normal support from your family or friends, or maybe that particular someone who can make you stable, you can make you find the balance. And this all is happening because there is a lot of transformation going on, and transformation, they are never really very positive or negative as such, because they are very neutral. If you think about it, these transformations might be because of what you did previously or what you're going through. Okay, and this transformation might bring in something positive in your life. Okay, you need to really see what transformation, like whatever is happening in your life, what is those changes that is happening that is actually very positive, or that is actually changing your mindset. If you can grasp that, okay, if you can grasp what changes are happening, if you can be positive in your loss, if you are facing a loss, a big loss of someone, or someone important to you, or something important to you, then you just have to find that positive emotion somewhere, so that you can go through with these transformation, because this is just a part of life, and things happen which are not in your control. That is why you need to keep moving forward, and you need to be strong. Okay, you need to defend yourself. And with house 10, you need the structure, you need the discipline of life. Okay, you need to focus on your career if that is where things are going wrong. And if you are really going through something which is not going your way, then you need to think, learn, network, and communicate. If you communicate with the people around you, then you might find that there is some sort of positivity in there. They might be able to heal you, because talking to someone is always the right thing to do. Because if you are feeling too much stress, then talking to someone might give you some sort of a positive reminder, or some sort of a closure. Okay, and that is where the sun comes in, because if you keep everything into yourself, okay, whatever is happening, if you keep to yourself, then you won't be able to self express. You won't be able to sincere to yourself. So be sincere to yourself. Okay, and don't keep things to yourself. Communicate, express yourself, so that you know excuse me, so that you can get over whatever chaos is going on in your life. So this is for the month of June. I hope that this part doesn't comes your way. You won't have to face it, but like if you do face it, you just have to receive it. okay, with open arms, and you want to go with the flow. You want to, focus on the positive things, okay? Don't focus on the negative things, because changes might be positive if you really look into details of it, okay? And this is it for the first deck, okay? And if you saw this, then this is it for Aries, Libra, Leo, and Gemini, okay? Now let's focus on the second deck. So just watch the next part of this series, okay, for the month of June, if you actually want to take a look at the other decks.